Let me start with the first card. Which memories do you have of your first day at UWC?
I remember I came and I was very confused because everybody was so hyped and everybody was so happy to be back. And I always remember the second years when we came and they were like all running and hugging each other. Yeah. And I was like, okay, what's going on? How about you?
How about me?
Yeah.
Well, I was the first generation, so of course the school was new back then. So in that sense, in the first day of my school, it was full of, excitement and anticipation for what's going to come in the next days and what's going to come in the next years. How about you?
It was around 11 p.m. in the evening, and it was very dark. So the first thing that came up to my mind was like, where are the people? Like, does anybody even live in the city? But then there are also some people around you who just come and then they just take your suitcase and just take you somewhere. I didn't know what my house was. Some second year checked it for me, took my bag and left me to my room, and then I was like, whoa, that was quick.
Okay. While at UWC, what have you learned outside of the classroom?
Everything.
Everything.
What's everything?
I never knew that there was a world that existed outside of Pakistan. And I knew that there was a world, but how different that was, how different everybody was coming from that world was. And what's fascinating is that we are very different here, each single person, and still somehow we managed to live here together for 2 years. So I learned the basic ingredients that I needed for that recipe to work, how to get the whole world together at one place and live.
But I also was surprised how many similarities we have with other people that come from completely different places. You talk to those people, you have these conversations, and then you realize you actually, you think about, you have the same maybe ideologies, or you think about the same things the same way, or you do the same things. And I think that's one thing that really brings people together.
The thing that you said about similarities, so for me, first-hand experience was to live with Indians on campus. Because coming from Pakistan, and then although we are neighboring countries, Pakistan, India, but we don't it's rare that we get a chance to visit each other's countries. So coming here and then discovering that we are basically the same people. So it was, I would say, fun. Like my best friends right now are Indians. How about you guys?
For me, I would like to give emphasis on Freiburg maybe because, when the school gives us the opportunity to do CAS, so CAS is Creativity, Action and Service. And by doing service activities outside, I was lucky enough to be in the Michael Schuler project. So I was, singing with the year 6 students and also teach some English. And what I remember is that at the end of the CAS project, the school came to our college to perform a mini theater, a mini segment here on campus. So I was very proud that what I have been part of for 1 year has finally fruit itself in our college. So that was really something I was very proud of. Yeah. Should we move on?
Yes.
Why will your UWC time be a time to remember even in 20 years from now?
I think one thing that Lawrence, our rector, has mentioned many, many times is that UWC is essentially what he calls a microcosm of humanity. So it's a reflection or it's a model of what the actual world outside is.
When will I get to live with people from so many different countries and still be best friends with with countries I might never visit and maybe I've never also heard of before coming to here. And so at least for me, I think it's part of my personality. It's definitely a big part of my personalities. And it's also home.
And I also think that now that I've lived here with almost 150 countries, at least I have someone to visit in those countries.
Yeah.
So when you go to a country, there's no chance that you wouldn't visit somebody, no matter you were very close friends or not over here, but you've lived with each other for 2 years.
One thing that we see in the UWC value is the sense of responsibility and also, respect for the environment, among others, and, going out there and trying to make a change, trying to make impact to the world. So I think that's one thing that I will never forget.